Hi guys. Okay guys, hi, part 3. So the hair's pretty much done. I pinned it back to get it out of my face. God bless those women who can do those videos and they can have their hair down. I'm not one of those people. I'm not that gifted. My face is already primed and ready. When I say primed, you can use a primer. There are great primers all over the place. The Too Faced one that's hydrating, I don't have any right now, is an excellent one. Too Faced Hydrating Coconut, great. And the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance. I've moisturized and done all that to my face already. So I don't need a lot of this. I'm just gonna do it on this area right here where it tends to get a little bit dry. That's it. Here's a secret that the cosmetic companies don't want you to know. You can use a good facial moisturizer and that's a primer. Yeah. So I take it in my hand. Oh, big shock, warming it up in my fingertips, not my whole hand, fingertips. And then I'm just going to press. You're gonna see me look over here because that's my mirror. The trick to any primer product that you're gonna use is to letting your skincare completely dry down. So that could be 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, whatever. Got my foundation brush. This is a Expert RT200. I got it at my local grocery store. It came recommended by one of the people that worked in the beauty department, or you can get them on Amazon. I'm an Amazon queen. I've been looking for a foundation because my foundation that they used to carry at the drugstore that I adored, I have no idea why, but that's what brands do nowadays. Instead of 40, 50 years, it's like every 10 years or so they change it. So I've gone through many foundations trying to find a good foundation. It matched me online perfectly, which is a miracle in itself. And I did some on my face just to see, make sure the color was right. And when you do your color, you need to go from your cheek down to your neck. That's going to give you an accurate color match. Okay? Not your hand, not your arm, not the inside of your hand. From your cheek down to your neck. That's going to tell you if the color matches. This one came out like velvet. I am so impressed with it. I'm so excited to do a full face tutorial with it today because I get to do this for the first time, the real deal, right? Not just making sure the color's okay and then it feels okay. This is Charlotte Tilbury. I'm gonna put the cap on because it's so freaking beautiful. Okay, and I don't say that about a lot of products. I don't get products in the mail and go, oh, that's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. Stays on all day and night. Okay, but the name is Airbrush Flawless Foundation. And then the color that they color matched me was 5 Cool. And it was actually on a redhead on the picture that they showed me, you know, on the screen quiz and the questionnaire. It said that I was this color and it showed me the model and she was a redhead. And I'm like, oh God, this is going to be bright white, pasty. It's going to be a hot mess. It is fab. Okay. Fab. I don't warm it on the back of my skin or anything like that. Warming is going to come by putting it on my face. If I want to do some concealer, which I'm going to do in a minute under my eyes, that's different. I'm going to use my fingers. For foundation, I'm just going to do a pump. Little goes a long way, guys. You don't want to waste product, and I didn't even do a full pump. Okay, so I did a little bit of pump. So I'm going to like kind of just dot it. Here's another thing that's really weird, and I don't know why. I've never done my forehead, and I feel like the older I get, if I try to do my forehead, it looks horrible. I don't do my forehead. Okay, like I said, you're going to see me looking over here. It's my birthmark. I just kind of brush it in. I probably will take some pictures tonight because it's my birthday night. I just like to start out with a thin layer. I don't goop on a lot because I don't want to get a lot of too much product on my face. You can build it, right? Most foundations today, what do they say? Buildable coverage. This brush is really soft, really nice. It's packed in there. The bristles are, the brush is very soft, but they're very close together. You want to make sure you get your ears, because in pictures, if your ears are really showing, you're going to have this beautiful face and it's color matched to your chest, and you're going to have these weird white, yellow, or red ears, and you do not want that. It won't be that noticeable because I'm going to have my hair, I have so much hair. So I'm just kind of going around places that I see that I want to add a little bit more coverage. Let me up this light just a little bit. There we go. You can put a primer on your eyelid. I never have. I've got my moisturizer, and I've also got my foundation. So to me, I'm primed enough. I don't need any more. If you want to, you can. They're great. They're going to give you a longer, long lasting, like let's say you have to start your evening really early, or maybe you're going to do something at work and you want to, it's a special day and it's just you treating yourself, or you just want to have makeup on that lasts all day. Then yeah, a primer is great. I find that not wearing a primer, I'm still fine without one. And my eyeshadow lasts all day. I've never really looked in the mirror and said, oh my God, my eyeshadow is really faded. I've never had that. So I don't really do that. I am avoiding my nose, and I'm avoiding my under eyes because I haven't done them yet, and I'm avoiding my forehead. Nothing's gonna go on my forehead. I know, it's just me. I don't know why. It is what it is. So now I like the way this looks. It is beautiful, it is flawless, it is gorgeous. Look at that sheen, beautiful color. It matches my skin color perfectly. I'm just gonna go around a little few places that I see that I need to hit, and then I'm gonna do my whole neck because it's a very special evening. Normally, I don't do that. Who has time for all that crap, right? Well, I've made time today because it's a special night, and we used to have date night all the time before we had babies, and now that we have babies, we don't get a date night. So, which is fine because I love my babies, and I knew that going into it, life changes. Like, I wasn't that shocked because I wasn't under any illusions that everything stays the same. So it's not like a huge wake-up call, but we don't get them. Our date nights are Friday night. We put the kids to bed, and then we go downstairs and we get on the couch and we watch a movie or two. That's our date night. Okay, so I really like this. Look at this. Beautiful. It's like velvet. It's not too matte because I don't want it to look dry, right? I'm not 20. I want it to have a little tiny bit of moisture. It's got a beautiful sheen to it. I mean, you want to talk about a luxury brand? I would literally say this is a luxury brand. It's a splurge. It's about $49, I believe, is a bottle. I know that's a lot of money, but it's worth it. I'm telling you, it is the best foundation, dare I say, I've ever used. Miss Tilbury, she knows what she's doing. I think she's married, but she knows what she's doing, and so do her people. And she is got it down and on point when it comes to this foundation. I'm not pumping, guys. I'm just taking whatever's excess left on there and just swiping my brush across it. That's all. I'm just swiping my brush. I just want a teeny bit, right? Now, there are days when you want to have this beautiful finish in Easter Sunday and whatever, and you don't want to be full glam. That's fine. And you just want to look nice and presentable and, like you did something with yourself that day. That's great. I'm not looking for a natural go out and hang out with people, at the barbecue tonight. I'm going full ass glam. I'm going full out, huge lashes, all that, because it is my birthday. Okay, I did a pump, not even a full pump. I rarely do a full pump. I like to control the product. The product's not going to control me, and I do not want to be stuck. Don't get it on your hair. With extra product, because that's a waste of money. Don't worry, I'm going to go back and show you what I do with my nose. Stars and stuff on the red carpet, what happens to them when they When they have stylists, makeup artists, what happens? Their pictures are amazing. You know why? Because they know. They know that when that flash goes off, this, and this better match. So, I'm not a star, but in my own little world, my own head, I'm my own star, and I want to look nice. In a big buffing, swirling motion. I've always had these lines on my neck. Like, I got friends who are like, girl, I'm starting to get lines on my neck. I'm like, you're just starting to get lines on your neck? Oh, honey, I've had lines on my neck since I was 10. Whatever this lady's got going and doing, she should bottle it. Oh, wait, she did. Yeah, that good. So, got that all done. And also, I have a lot of red pigmentation in my skin. So this is really nice when I start to warm up, because I'm going to have a cocktail or 2 or 3 tonight because it's my B-day. And I'm going to, and I don't have to drive, right? My husband can drive. And pictures and dancing, you know. So it's going to be a little warm. And now I don't have to worry about anything because bam, flawless. Tiny bit of excess that came off of this. Tiny bit of excess. That's what I'm going to do on my nose. And I'm going to rub a little right here because my nose is so oily. I don't want this to grab onto anything. I don't want it to go through and make this a shiny mess. I am very, very careful about not really doing my nose. Like, I just did it, but not really. Okay? Under eyes. I have not been able to find a product. It's not the product's fault or the industry's fault. It is just, sometimes it's just the way it is. Sometimes it's hard to just cover. It's hard to not look creasy. It's hard to not have little tiny chicken skin that you got not be amplified. It's hard to cover the dark. I haven't found the holy grail of concealers yet. I don't believe one exists. I think it's in technique, and I think you got to work with it and know your own eyes and try things out. That's what I think. So this is the Peach Concealer Matte Instant Coverage Concealer from Too Faced. This is what I use. I also use another one. It's excellent. It's actually good for acne. It will clear up your acne, and if you have a pimple, it will clear it up and cover it up at the exact same time. Who doesn't want that? This is called Boo Boo Cover Up. This is in the shade, I believe, medium concealer. Great under eye circles, and if you have any blemishes that you really want to cover, i.e., you know, acne, when a pimple comes up, it will also heal it, which is like magnificent. Who wouldn't want that? So it's a little pod of concealer. I don't put my fingers in it. I don't like putting my fingers, just like my moisturizer. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So I've got a little tiny bit on a little tiny brush, a Vera Mono brush I got probably in something that I bought, you know, because I don't really go out and buy brushes. I have a Morphe, huge kit of Morphe, which is very expensive, and my top, you know, some of these brushes today that I use, it might be Morphe, I'm not for sure, but less. So you need a little flat brush if this works for you. I'm just going to put a little bit right there. See that? Right there. Right there. Okay? Because I'm always a little darker on the right, and I don't know why. It's just the way it is, right? Just the way God made me. I'm not a 20-year-old. I'm not that age anymore. So I no longer can take, well, I didn't even do it back then, really, because when you have youthful skin, you don't have a lot of dark circles, and I didn't, some might, but I didn't deal with that. I can't do like they do, where they take it and they take their concealer and they go like that in a V, or they dab it, dot it, you know, that doesn't work for my face. That doesn't work for my skin tone. I only have a little tiny bit under there, and you can still see some of the darkness. That's the way it goes. Did the best I could. I put more product on there, it looks worse. It looks like some kind of weird raccoon eyes. It like has the opposite effect. And I have tried the red lipstick TikTok trick, and that's great, but it's hard to get off for me. So I'm like, well, I don't know. It's where you put the red lipstick, you dab some red lipstick underneath. I need to actually get like a color corrector that's in the red or orange family. Put that under there and try that. So maybe that'll be another video. So got that under there best I can. I don't want any creasing. I mean, you know, you saw how thick and emollient that last moisturizer was I put underneath my eyes, you know, my glycolic cream, the Mario cream. And now you can't, it doesn't look like an oily mess. Now we're gonna move to powder. So it came together, and I thought, well, if it's going to come together, I might as well try both. Maybe I'll have luck with both. And darn it, I did. Like, it's like one of those miracle things where you're like, oh my God, both of them worked. Charlotte Tilbury was given her powder, her Airbrush Flawless Finish powder with her foundation. So these came together. I want to say it was like $79 together. I know it's pricey, but it's worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth it. If I could find something at the drugstore that was like my Healthy Elixir and this good, I would get it. I'm not like some bougie snob where I have to have the expensive crap. I don't, but I can't find anything. I've looked everywhere, high and low, and this is what I found. So it's a beautiful compact, by the way, right? Compacts are so beautiful and timeless and elegant. And so it didn't come with a sponge. I was like, what? But I guess it's because they use a brush for it. You know, a lot of application is brush. So I'm just going to do a little tiny bit. See that? And I'm going to shake it. You can blow on it if it's yours. If it's somebody else's, you're doing someone's makeup, you never blow on the brush. You are taking all of your nasty ass germs from your mouth and putting it on the brush. Don't do that. So I just kind of start light, super duper light. Stop putting a bunch of salt in your food. You can't take it away, right? You can't take it out. You can only add more. Now my nose, different story where I'm going in heavy. Coming in with big guns. Okay, because I want that covered. Covered. No shine here. But it's got a nice sheen. Okay? There's a difference between sheen and shine. Shine means you just scrubbed your face or you got oil on it. Sheen is a great, fabulous formula that the good people at Miss Charlotte Tilbury made. Okay? Tiny, tiny bits going on my head. Forehead. That's it. Look at that. Now, gotta powder the neck, do a little on the ears, and then you're gonna go down and you're gonna do your chest. That you can go a little heavier with. By the way, this powder is amazing. This powder is like little angel flecks in here, okay? It comes off very easily, but it's not going everywhere. It's not flying. There's not a cloud around me, okay? A lot of products, you have a cloud. Also that your product's gone, which means guess what? You're gonna pay more for more product, faster, okay? Nobody wants that. Also, you'll see a lot of people never put concealer on their lips or, I'm sorry, not concealer, foundation or powder on their lips. I do. It's like, it's a base. I'm just making sure that everything's really blended in. This is looking good. Okay. Making sure there's no creasing under here, right? Because you don't want to look creasy. Nobody wants a creasy peasy. Beautiful finish with these products.